Thanks for tuning into Heavy, your one-stop shop for rock, punk and metal. Each week we speak with local, national and international bands about their new albums and what they're up to. Today's victim is...
This is Mick from Firing Squad. We've got two singles coming out, Killing Spree and Death by Firing Squad. It's a pleasure to talk to the main man, Chris, from Heavy Mag. Here we go.
Beautiful, Mick. Thanks for joining us tonight, brother.
Hey, brother.
How you been?
Yeah, pretty good, mate. Yeah, kicking
You
goals.
seem to be catching up less and less these days with you down in Melbourne and me up here.
Yeah, we're both obviously too busy, mate, and that's now
It's a
the
good
gigs.
thing. It's a good thing.
That's it. Yeah, all the gigs are back on and things are happening. It's good, mate. It's good.
Good to hear. As you mentioned, mate, Firing Squad are getting ready to release not one but two singles in a double dose of goodness very shortly. You've got the singles Death by Firing Squad and Killing Spree. So judging by the names, they're not love songs.
Yeah, yeah. No, they're definitely not love songs. It's Killing Spree. It kind of, with the recent school shootings in America, it's kind of based around that kind of thing. And Death by Firing Squad is from the point of view of a POW. So I've got a lot of background looking into like war stuff and a lot of history sort of stuff around war and World War II and sort of stuff like that. So it's loosely based around the point of view of a prisoner of war.
Oh, well, that sounds pretty interesting, mate. So is it from the point of view of him actually standing in front of the firing squad?
Yeah, it's pretty much from him getting captured and the lead up to pretty much getting shot. So, you know, the torture that goes into it and the effect it has on your mind and your body and the things they go through pretty much.
There's no happy ending there. He doesn't get rescued right at the end.
Yeah, no, it doesn't go into it that far. So yeah, no, it's unlikely he's going to get rescued. He's pretty much done and dusted.
Okay, cool. So let's run through the two songs individually and tell us a bit about them musically and what you're going for. So we'll start with Death by Firing Squad.
Yeah, from start to finish, it's just a fast, quick one, very thrashy. It's only short. It's less than 3 minutes. It's punchy. It doesn't muck around. And yeah, we like playing it live. It sort of, we're starting our set with it, and it's good to get the crowd going. And yeah, Killing Spree. Yeah, it's got more of a slower sort of intro and build up. It's probably one of the later songs that we've written, and it's kind of cool. I dig it.
Yeah, cool. And why decide to release them together instead of two separate releases?
Yeah, I don't know. Like we'd had another single released earlier on this year, and we're still writing. We're a new band, and it's been tough trying to get a new band off the ground during COVID time. So we thought, this time we've got two more singles ready to go. So let's go in and record them before we've got some shows coming up with Desecrator at Max White's and Killfest.
Yeah, cool. So you mentioned these two songs, like Death by Firing Squad and Killing Spree, are different musically. So are they different again from Gods of War?
Yeah, I reckon so. It's just a bit of a progression as new bandmates that are getting together. I think Killing Spree was kind of mostly written by our drummer, so it's very drum orientated, I guess, and it's got some cool changing parts and timing sort of stuff. That and then the other song was written by Heath, the guitarist, and that straight up and down thrash.
Oh, cool. So are they standalone releases, or are they part of a bigger album or EP picture?
Yeah, I think they're just standalone for the moment. We're still writing, we're still getting stuff together, some more material. So we'll probably in the next 6 months we should have some more songs ready, and we'll probably do an EP or an album later on.
Very cool. And Firing Squad are a relatively new band, mate. Like, it started during lockdown and pretty much bonded over drinking beer, which is fucking awesome. And it sounds pretty simple.
Yeah, well, that's it. And I just contacted some local guys out in rural Victoria where I am, and so we've sort of just been getting together, and it was something to do during the lockdowns. And I've built a bit of a studio at my house, a bit of a man cave, and so we sort of jam out of there and do some writing out of there, which is cool.
So tell us a bit about the band. Like, are you going for anything specific musically, or are you just sort of throwing all your influences together and seeing what comes out?
Yeah, we're pretty much just seeing what comes out. This is the first band that I fronted as doing lead vocal, so I'm still trying to work all that out and playing bass as well. So it's a bit more of a challenge having to step into the frontman spot. So I'm still trying to work out how my vocal fits with everything, and I'm enjoying it though. It's good fun.
No, what made you decide to actually get out and become a lead vocalist? Like, spring chicken, mate. Why this time in your life?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I don't know. I've been thinking about it for a long time, and I played in a few different sort of bands, and was sort of just floating along as the bass player. And I wanted to really challenge myself and yeah, step in that spot, have more of a say into the lyrics and the vocal style and all that sort of stuff, and just try something new. And yeah, I've gone from some hard rock bands into now a bit heavier sort of stuff, which is fun. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. And because you're also the main man behind Quirky Sounds, who have Killfest 2022 coming up on November the 26th at the best ever location in the world, mate, at the old Kilmore Goal. So it's been a bit of stuff around, but it's finally looking like it's happening.
Yeah, well, that's it. It was supposed to be happening again in March. That would have been a year since the last one, and with all the COVID stuff, we decided to postpone it till we knew that everything was going to be open and there wasn't going to be any restrictions or whatever else. So yeah, it's all happening November 26th. So yeah, pretty excited about it. Looking forward to firing it all up again. All the bands that came out to the last Killfest seemed to rate it, and word got around it. It was a pretty good event. So yeah, we decided to put it on again, and thanks to your help and as well. And yeah, we got Skeletal Remains from California coming out as well, which will be pretty cool. It's like Psychroptic headlining.
Yeah, that's cool. You've got those two you mentioned, but it's the first international act that you've ever brought over here. So is that much more different? Like, I know you've done a bit of promotion and stuff earlier, but bringing an international over, is that much more?
Yeah, well, it was sort of your mate Bookings was touring him at the time, so I was able to slot him in to Killfest during their tour during November. So it kind of worked out perfectly.
Yeah, very cool. And you've also got Dreadnought will be playing there, and you've got Flaming Wreckage. There's Inner Sanatorium, which I hope I pronounced that right because it's a big fucking word.
Yeah.
Vicious Circle has Flesh Decays, Abriat. You've got yourselves there, Firing Squad, of course, but you've had a late cancellation with 100 Years War pulling out, but I believe you've got a Queensland act coming down to fill in.
Yeah. And I just got to chuck in Nothing was on that.
Nothing, that was it. I left a blank face there, and I was meant to remind me it said nothing.
Dirty if I didn't slot that in there, but yeah, 100 Years War had to pull out. One of the guys has got some surgery stuff happening, or yeah, some personal stuff. So they had to pull out. So yeah, I'm stoked that we're able to slot the Mighty Piston Fist in there.
Mm-hmm.
They're a fucking great band, as you know.
They're doing good things too. They got a new album coming out shortly, heaps of new singles. They're really hard working band.
Yeah, man. Yeah, they've got some killer gigs going on, and their tunes are just getting better and better. And the lineup was screaming for something a little bit different, and I couldn't think of anyone better than Piston Fist. I rate the guys; they're all a bunch of great dudes, and they had a ball last time at Killfest, and yeah,
ready to do it again.
Yeah, ready to do it again. So I thought, yeah, let's get the boys back down here, get Jeffrey on the boys.
You know, then this next question will probably interest a lot of musos out there. So you're responsible for putting together Killfest. So what's your selection criteria for picking bands? Like, do you go for names first and then slot them in with things around it, or do you?
Yeah, it wasn't too much method to the madness on this one. It was just kind of trying to give it a little bit of variance in the lineup, just to cover like our regional. Like, we want to try and get as many people there and try and give, you don't want to be just all one kind of too heavy sort of thing where it stops some people coming. And yeah, it was just some of the bands that are playing this year were from mates that helped out with the last one, like Vicious Circle. Yeti, he did some great work at the last Killfest, so I was pretty stoked to get those boys up there, and they're a great band as well. So yeah.
Cool. And we've sort of touched on this before, but you can't really get the full scope of the beauty of this place at the old Kilmore Goal until you actually go there. Like, I went there last year and it blew me away, the setting. Like, how did you find that? Like, and where'd they come from, man? Because it's magic.
Yeah, I didn't know about it until someone else tried to that was running a rock festival there about 6 months before the first Killfest. And so I went down and checked it out, and yeah, I couldn't believe it. It was perfect for a smallish sort of festival, and it's got everything there you sort of need. So yeah, it's a good setting. Yeah, like last time we had fire buckets around, we had food, and we had plenty of piss, and everyone got amongst it. And there was only one person that fell in the fire. It was one of
only one. That's not a bad strike rate.
Yeah, out of 400 people, there was only one person that got sort of burnt. That was the local primary school teacher who fell in the fire.
You sure it wasn't pushed?
Yeah, could have been.
And tickets for that too are like a ridiculously low price, mate. You're only charging $40 a ticket. So where can people grab them from? Because I gather there wouldn't be many left.
Yeah. No, they're selling pretty well, and you can get them on Eventbrite or at the door. So yeah.
But I wouldn't suggest waiting for the door. Like, you didn't have many left at the door last year, did you?
No, that's it. We're pretty much done and dusted. So yeah, if people want a ticket, they should get amongst it as quickly as possible.
And I know people always say that because they're trying to promote their shows and they want to sell tickets, but this is actually fair income because I was there last year and I was speaking to people that couldn't get in because they didn't have a ticket. So no fucking around if you want to go get onto Eventbrite now and book accommodation now because there's not much around there either.
No, that's it. And I've been speaking to some of the places, and the accommodation's getting pretty low. So yeah, they want to get their ass moving, I suppose.
Well, bananas. And Foreign Squad have also got another show coming up before then too. It's supporting the Mighty Desecrator for their final show at Max Watts in Melbourne on October the 1st. So that should be a massive night, bro.
Yeah, it's going to be huge. Absolutely pumped to be on the bill. A couple of the boys in our band are massive Desecrator fans and fans of other bands on the bill. So yeah, it's selling really well, and that's only a week away. So
it's quite sad too. So is this Desecrator's actually final ever show, or is it part of a final tour?
No, it's their final ever show. So that's it, done and dusted after that. So
they're a legendary band on the Australian metal scene.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, I've known Riley for a long time, and it'll be a bit sad to see him go, but that's the way it goes, I suppose. Bands don't last forever sometimes.
No, they don't indeed. All right, well, thanks for talking to us, mate. It's been an absolute pleasure. The singles Death by Firing Squad and Killing Spree from the band Firing Squad are out very shortly. We've also got Hillfest on October 1, so plenty to get through, guys.
That's it, mate. Thanks for that, Crispy. Appreciate it, and I appreciate your support. And Heavy Mag's doing killer things. I've been listening to a lot of the interviews you've been doing. It's fucking kicking absolute ass. So,
beautiful, mate. Thank you, sir. We always appreciate feedback like that, so thank you.
Thanks, brother.